So this is a quick review of what we're doing in class on Tuesday, January 17th. I will not be in 8th period, but 6th and 7th period you will see me live and in person. But this is just a review of what we are doing and where you need to go and what you need to look at. This is our class homepage, mrcapty.wikispaces, as you see right there. So you can type that in and go to your website. When we talk in this class about going to the website, this is the place we start everything with. So mrcapty.wikispaces, there's random things in here. You've been here before, but the class page in particular is Free Enterprise. If we click on that, it'll take us to the Free Enterprise page. When we look through, there's some random things here, but in particular right here is a folder that says upcoming assignments and due dates. There is some rubrics and whatnot on here. So in particular, what I want you to look at is the stock market vocabulary document, which essentially looks like this. There are 60 words on this list, 61, and it will be going around the room during the class period, and your job is to sign up for, I know this is going to be a tough one here, one word. Yes, just one word. And so you just have to sign up for one word, and then I want you to go out. You can scour the internet. Investopedia is a good place to look at that. Definitions, and Investopedia does a nice job, but you can Google it. I want you to get the textbook definition, or the internet definition, if you will, of that word as far as relating to economics. And then I want you to take that word and put it in, create your own definition. Put the definition that the textbook or the internet's giving you and break it down, try to understand it, and put it in your own words. And then tomorrow we will look at how we're going to use that and create our word wall using Erasmus and go from there. So you need to get that done by the end of class and then go from there. The next piece of the puzzle is this right here, and you're going to either read this in class or read it at home, and we're going to discuss it tomorrow. And so when you click on the stock market rubric, it essentially comes up and defines economic terms, what standards it's connected to. But basically what I want you to do is just read through it, and I am going to go through it with you tomorrow as far as breaking each piece down, making sure there's no question and talking about it. Just in the back of your mind, knowing that this is per week and it's tied to your journal and your transactions, but you will essentially I'll use this rubric every week to grade your blog post about your stock transactions. Then when you are finished with those two pieces, you will have time to look and research your journal. I just want to highlight a couple of things for you in the simulator. So I'm just at the Investopedia page. If I go into the simulator, it's going to come up and we're going to see my information and my portfolio. I have not bought any stocks, but as we talked about last week, we can look at rankings, and rankings will give you all of the students in the games, and so you can kind of look at that as far as looking at what is going out there. And so it's very nice. Remember, as you get into these, there is 50 plus students, but I can look at any of these portfolios and see what they have bought. And on that same note, remember, just because somebody bought it doesn't mean you should buy it. And so just to get some ideas. Last piece of this is, this week you will be expected to make 2 transactions. Those 2 transactions can be whatever companies you need to be, as many shares as you want, but you will be looking at making at least 2 more stock purchases this week. So this is a good way to start your process of thinking about what's doing well and what's out there and what you can do. Okay, so if you have any questions, remember you can text me this evening or after class if you're struggling with something, but otherwise it should be self-explanatory. Make sure you have your word defined and the real world junior, senior, and high school definition created for class tomorrow, and then we will move on from there. So if you have any questions, please let me know.